going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. And no lava lamp. It's right here, though. The lamp is here. I will place him here just for a little bit. You know, I understand everybody wants the lava lamp to review Monday Night Raw because it's fucking gorgeous and it's mesmerizing and it's beautiful and soothing and talented. Everything that Roman Reigns is not. You fucking goons. Oh my god, I had to say it. I had to say it, man. I had to say it. Anyway, Raw. Go home show. Royal Rumble. January 23rd, 2017. The show tonight is sponsored by Audible.com. If you guys are not jumping on the Audible trial 30-day free service, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for, man. Audible is sponsoring this review. They are giving everybody who's watching this review a free audiobook to download simply for trying the service. 30 days. All you got to do is go to audibletrial.com/offthescript. All you got to do is sign up, and you guys are getting one free audiobook of your choice. You want to listen to Star Wars? It's there. You want to listen to Lord of the Rings? It's there. You guys want to get a wrestling book? Fucking plethora of wrestling books, man. In fact, there's over 180,000 books on Audible. And if you got an iPhone or an Android, a phone or a tablet, it doesn't matter, man. Download it, get your free audiobook, and you can thank me later, man. That's audibletrial.com/offthescript. I hope most of you guys sign up, and if you do, tweet me and show me which book you got, and I'll definitely retweet you guys, man. So thank you to everybody that signed up. That's going so well, and I'm very, very fortunate for Audible for sponsoring not only this, but Off the Script as well. So thank you to everybody. Now, I was going to shit all over this show. I still am. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not going to shit all over this show. Because there were definitely parts of it that I liked. Okay? And that's hard to believe for a Monday Night Raw review. I understand that. But I got to give credit where credit is due. Some of the stuff on tonight's show I actually liked. Okay? And we'll go over that, clearly. Most of this show, like I've been stating, you know, it's a beginning, a middle, and an end. Usually the WWE has the most important things happen in the beginning, and then at the end. And everything in between is completely fucking garbage. There's no substance there. And I made mention of it, you know, on last week's show. It's like a fucking sandwich, man. You got the roll, you got the top and the bottom portion of the roll. And you need good bread. That's what WWE's recipe is. They got decent bread to open the show and end the show, but everything in between, the meat that's in between, sucks. It's fucking stale, it's not tasty, it's not seasoned right, it's just a mixture of fucking junk thrown in there, and you don't know what the fuck you're eating. So, tonight was the same thing. But, you know, we got a nice little dash of something that we usually don't get on Monday Night Raw, and it came in the recipe of Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins, and lo and behold, they gave us a wrestling match. Wow. Something that we haven't seen in fucking months on Monday Night Raw. Wrestling with purpose. And that was easily the best portion of this show. So I'm going to talk about that extensively in this review. You got Goldberg building his hype for the Royal Rumble. Lesnar was there. I wasn't sure if he was advertised for this show or not. WWE and everybody on the announce team clearly kept that a fucking secret. They didn't mention nothing about Brock Lesnar on this entire show. All of a sudden his music hits. I didn't think he was going to show up. I thought Heyman was going to be trolling. And lo and behold, he comes out there. And we even had an unadvertised appearance for The Undertaker. Fucking Cleveland. I don't know what the fuck is in the water in Cleveland, Ohio. Clearly, it put them to sleep for most of this show, and then when The Undertaker came out, it's like the fucking roof blew up the place. So, I'm glad that he was there. Certainly the gongs of death woke everybody up, and that was a nice surprise, and that clearly made me say, oh, this is pretty fucking awesome. You know, on advertisement, sometimes. Clearly you got to advertise in advance to get the hype train going, but moments like that where it's unadvertised and it's unexpected and it generates that type of build for the Royal Rumble. That's what I like, man. That unpredictability. And we'll talk about that on this review as well. But we're going to go over the show from beginning to end here. Now, you know, if you guys have been watching Monday Night Raw, you guys know the typical fucking formula. It's Reigns, Jericho, Owens, and some combination of those three in some type of match, and it's the same old bullshit week in and week out. And if you guys missed Monday Night Raw for 3, 4, 5 weeks, you're not going to miss a goddamn fucking thing because it's always the same fucking shit. Okay? Roman Reigns comes out. He starts the show. Everybody wants to fucking chug their bleach already. It's 8:01 and people want to fucking, you know, they want to take shots of bleach immediately. I mean, that's not really how you generate excitement for a show. And the pandering and the dick riding of Roman Reigns starts the show right off the bat. Not really a good look for WWE. And clearly they want to look at everybody in the fucking crowd. How many people were there tonight? 10, 11,000 people, right? And they got to pinpoint the fucking 6 people in the audience with Roman Reigns signs that were given out at the front door, or they're shown wearing a brand new design never seen before on WWEshop.com with Roman Reigns' new fucking logo on it, or they got to show the fucking 6-year-old fucking buffoon in the crowd with his fucking I took my son to the fucking show tonight. He got straight A's. You know? Those fucking people, the parents are sitting in the audience, right? The fucking husband who is a fucking half-wit, here, look at my son. And then the wife over there who's fucking drooling over Roman Reigns, and then the husband doesn't even realize that his wife is drooling over another fucking man. Those families, that's who they fucking pander to, you know? And I'm looking at this shit, they highlight like 6 different people in the audience for Roman Reigns. Why? You're highlighting 6 fucking idiots, right? Who went out of their way to go to fucking Target and buy Crayola markers and make a Roman Reigns sign in the most simplest fucking design of all time. And then they go there and they're like, oh, you know what, this guy's got a Roman Reigns sign. We'll place him right here where Kevin Dunn can do his magic and pan over the crowd. You'll be seen on TV, you know? So they're going to highlight those 6 fucking people. Meanwhile, you got 10,993 other fucking people booing the shit out of this guy, but nobody cares about the 10,993 other people, right? They're only highlighting these 6 people. Really, WWE? You think you're that fucking slick? You know, we're on to you, man. We're seriously on to you. So, Reigns walks out to a chorus of hate, as always. And, you know, it's the same shit. The shark cage is in the ring. I wish Roman Reigns would get into the shark cage and they'd fucking submerge him in water and have a fucking pool of great white sharks surrounding him. I'd love to see Roman Reigns go deep sea diving in a fucking shark cage. I want to see what he does then. I want to see him do some of this, you know? Fucking asshole. So it's the same shit. Owens is proclaiming that, you know, I'm the only one to powerbomb you myself through a table. You had a history of powerbombing the likes of, you know, Triple H and The Undertaker and Daniel Bryan and all these other fucking guys he's mentioning. And then, you know, somehow the bickering between Owens and Reigns leads to Jericho, you know, calling Reigns a stupid idiot. And some way, somehow, Reigns is like, oh, is that you giving me a title match? Is that you giving me a rematch? And then the people in Cleveland, I don't know if they watched Raw for the past 6 months, but Reigns is pressuring Jericho into a U.S. title match. A rematch. And he's like, oh, you people in Cleveland want to see a title match? A rematch? For the United States title? People are giving them yes chants. I mean, are you people fucking retarded? How can you want to see this match again? Better yet, how can you be WWE creative and book this match again on the show? I mean, I don't even have words to come out of my mouth. Why? There's nothing else that you could have done. There's no other role that Owens, Jericho, and Reigns could have played to build up this match for the Royal Rumble. This was the greatest idea that you guys could have came up with in a week from last week's show. This is what you do? You sit in the boardroom, hey, what can we do for Monday night? Vince? Yes, done. How about we do Roman Reigns versus Chris Jericho again? That's a great idea. My left testicle is itchy. Come over here and rub it for me, Dunn. Congratulations. Good job. Why? I mean, I could fucking be in a coma. I could be Austin Powers, cryogenically fucking frozen, and come up with a better fucking idea for a match. Or a segment for Monday Night Raw. But Cleveland loves it. Cleveland loves it. Clearly, I apologize if anybody's watching from Ohio tonight or Cleveland tonight, but I think the natives of Ohio clearly have a few missing brain cells, because if you're cheering that, then good luck with Monday Night Raw. Anyway, that's what that led to, and that's all that was. I wanted to put fucking bleach to my lips after 15 minutes. We go from same old shit to same old shit. Luke Gallows versus Cesaro. And don't get me wrong, I think both of these teams gel very well together. In fact, I would love to see this match if this was under different circumstances. How can I buy Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson as threats when the only time they looked good was when they never had a match in WWE? That fucking moment where they came out and attacked the Usos during a tag team tournament win back in the day. What was it, March, April? That was the only time that they looked good. After that, goodbye. Done. I would take this match a little bit more seriously if Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson were treated a little bit more seriously, but why do I care? Or better yet, why should I care? What am I going to get out of this? So, we've seen every mixture of fucking matches between these two teams. Tag team-wise, singles-wise. That's cool. That's cool, but why do I care? And it's the same old shit. WWE's building this match as, oh, this is too chaotic. There's too many illegal maneuvers going on here. There's too much cheating going on. Too much funny business behind the referee's back. So, what they did here is they put this on the pre-show for the tag team titles with 2 referees to monitor this match. So it's going to be a referee on the outside and it's going to be a referee on the inside. How are they going to fuck that up? Because you know these referees, they got one brain between fucking 6 of them. So you know something's going to fucking go on. One of the referees is going to get knocked out. Something's going to happen. It's the same old fucking song and dance. Nothing new here. But hey, Luke Gallows got a win. So that was it. Gallows with a power slam on Cesaro, but there was a bunch of funny business going on here. So, like I said, if the club was built seriously through the summer months leading up to this point in time, I would take this match a little bit more seriously. But I don't care. And I doubt they are winning the tag team championships. Why would you take the belts off Cesaro and Sheamus? They really haven't had any competition. Well, there's really no competition on Monday Night Raw, but they really haven't had any competition outside of this one team. So I don't think it's ready for them to be without those tag team championships. And Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, like I said last week was the closest they were going to come to tag team gold. And you know what? They won it because the original referee was down. The second referee came in. He declared them the new tag team champions. The original referee canceled that decision because he was the original ref and he didn't see nothing happening in the ring, so he reversed the decision. So, there you go. Same old shit. That's the closest that the club will come to tag team gold on Monday Night Raw. They need a move to SmackDown. Mick Foley's on the phone with Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon can't even keep herself away from the show for one fucking week. We had 1 week without Stephanie McMahon. Now, she physically wasn't here. But to hear that fucking banshee gargoyle-esque voice through fucking speakerphone is more than enough to fucking reach for the remote and change the channel. Okay? She is awful. Absolutely awful. She has moments of being very good, but she is fucking terrible. Okay? Foley is there on the phone is on the phone with McMahon, and she asked why he would book Reigns versus Jericho tonight. I'm wondering the same thing, Stephanie. Yeah, Mick, why would you book it, bro? I don't understand it. This guy must have fucking amnesia. Sami Zayn walks in and told her to hold on because he had something important to ask Mick. He's like, how do I get in the Rumble match, Mick? Do I got to fill out some documentation? Do I got to take a blood test? You know, it's typical fucking making Sami look like a goon. Foley was about to put him in the Royal Rumble, but Stephanie McMahon, I was going to say Shane McMahon, I wish. Shane McMahon wouldn't make fucking stupid decisions like this, but this actually ended up being the best part of the show. Foley was going to put him in the match, but McMahon stopped him, and she booked Sami Zayn in a match with Seth Rollins. Now, the only way Sami Zayn would be in the Royal Rumble match is if he beat Seth Rollins, okay? Then all of a sudden, Mick Foley takes Stephanie off speaker, and he picks up the phone, and he starts talking to Stephanie, and he's like, you know what, Steph, I don't agree with this decision. Now, he wasn't talking about Sami Zayn. He was talking about Seth Rollins, and she had a dastardly plan that was even worse for Seth Rollins than it was for Sami Zayn. So that was the beginning of what was the best portion of the show. Corey Graves did a interview with Bayley, sit down. I'm not going over it because, quite frankly, I don't care. Lava Lamp, do you care? No, he doesn't care. He doesn't care, so we're not going to talk about it. That's all. Next, we see Foley go over to Seth Rollins. Tells him he's got a match with Sami Zayn. He's like, well, listen, I just teamed with Sami Zayn last week. I just teamed with Sami last week. Why am I in the ring with him this week? Good question. I like the thought process there. Why am I in the ring with somebody that I just teamed with last week? Another babyface. Good question. So then Mick Foley comes out with another good answer. He's like, well, Stephanie McMahon wants to put you and Sami, two popular superstars on the Raw roster, in a match because she wants to really get behind the every man for himself, motto for the Royal Rumble. I'm like, okay, I could deal with that. I can deal with that because truly it is every man for themselves. So then Foley told Rollins that McMahon wanted competition, and whoever wins the match would then get a spot in the Royal Rumble. So Rollins is like, okay, if Sami wins, he's in the Rumble. And if I win, I stay in the Rumble and Sami's out. And then Mick Foley's like, well, if Sami wins, he's in the Rumble, but he takes your spot and you're not in the Rumble. So I like this idea. Now, I didn't like the idea that Sami Zayn was the only one to fucking qualify in a match for the Royal Rumble. That's a little fucking stupid. When everybody and their fucking grandmother is coming out of the woodwork from their fucking caves and proclaiming that they're in the Royal Rumble. I mean, the fucking Lava Lamp is in the Royal Rumble. I mean, he could come out and say he's in the Royal Rumble, Fucking Big Show came out on Twitter today, or WWE Breaking News on WWE.com. Big Show, who we haven't seen in fucking months, proclaims himself to be in the Royal Rumble. What the fuck did he do to be in the Royal Rumble? Huh? Did he give everybody fucking channel-changing fucking itch? What did he do? What did he do to be in the Royal Rumble? He didn't do anything. But Sami Zayn is the only one to qualify for the Royal Rumble. Now, I didn't want to immediately fucking shit all over this, because I was hoping that something would happen that would build Sami Zayn's credibility and this underdog story that I'm hoping WWE goes through with, which I doubt that they will. But Sami winning gets him into the Royal Rumble. But by him winning, automatically gets Seth Rollins out of the Rumble. He takes Rollins' spot. That's the stipulation here. I'm going along with it, and I want to see what's going on. So I am automatically intrigued by what they got going on here between Zayn and Rollins. You knew it was going to be a great match, but something was going to happen that was really going to have a huge implication on the Royal Rumble. So we get to the Rollins-Sami Zayn match. Great fucking match. Probably the best match we've seen on Monday Night Raw in months, okay? Because Raw is just awful. And I like the dynamic between these two. You know, there was a bunch of big spots. There was a pedigree on the apron. Sami Zayn, you know, went for the haluva kick a few times. He did his exploder suplex. There was a bunch of near falls. Sami Zayn went for the blue thunder bomb. He nailed that near fall. Sami Zayn hits his beautiful crossbody off the top rope. You know, Seth Rollins had his signature moves, the Falcon's Arrow. It was just a great match between two great wrestlers. That's exactly what Monday Night Raw needs. It actually reminded me of what SmackDown is doing. SmackDown has a lot of this on their show, so when we see this on Monday Night Raw, we actually stop what we're doing, and we appreciated what these guys were doing in the ring, because we don't get to see this part of Monday Night Raw all that often. So, the ending came, and it was either Sami was going to get fucked, Rollins was going to win, or there was going to be some type of screw job, or double count out, or double disqualification, something along those lines. Someone actually brought up the idea that, you know what, you know, Sami might end up getting number one after all this. Stephanie might fuck him, you know, and Rollins will be in the Rumble. He will keep his spot in the Rumble, and then Stephanie McMahon might have some remorse for Sami Zayn. Say, you know what, I'll let you in the Rumble, but you're automatically number one. And he's got to last through fucking 30 men. Now, that's actually not a bad idea. And I'll talk about why I think Sami Zayn is going to be the Iron Man of the Royal Rumble anyway. But the ending of this match came when Triple H's music hit. Everybody fucking went batshit crazy. His King of Kings music hit, and nobody came out. Seth Rollins was fucking popping a blood vessel in the ring. He was waiting for Triple H to come out. Behind Rollins was Zayn with a roll-up, 1, 2, 3. Triple H never appeared, and Seth Rollins will not be appearing in the Royal Rumble. He's gone. He is not in the Royal Rumble. Oh, JD, why is Rollins not in the Royal Rumble, man? The fuck do I know? Does Rollins need to be in the Royal Rumble? Think about it. Does Rollins need to be in the Royal Rumble? Of course not. Well, he's not winning it anyway. And even if he was in there, Triple H would have fucked him out of the Royal Rumble anyway. He has a date on April 2nd with Triple H. So he's not winning the Royal Rumble. So there's no reason for him to be in the Royal Rumble. I'd rather that spot be used for, I don't know, a surprise angle. Shelton Benjamin. Kevin Nash. You know? Kenny Omega. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's going to be very interesting to find out. But you guys get my point. Rollins doesn't need to be in the Royal Rumble. He was not going to win it anyway. So this just builds, you know, the tension, which was desperately fucking needed for this feud. 7 months too late. But it's finally getting started. And without question, Rollins Triple H will be taking place at WrestleMania. Sami Zayn is in the Royal Rumble. Depending on what number he draws, WWE just might be fucked up, and they might have him draw number one, even after all this, you know? But I honestly think Sami Zayn's going to be the Iron Man of the Royal Rumble. I honestly believe Sami Zayn's going to pull a Bob Backlund from the 1993 Royal Rumble. Everybody was on Bob Backlund's side. He was there at the end with Yokozuna and Randy Savage. And the fucking idiot tried to go toe for toe, pound for pound with Yokozuna. He lasted 1 hour and 2 minutes. Guy was fucking hanging on the ropes every which way, right? He even lasted a fucking giant Gonzalez beatdown of The Undertaker in 1993. And he tried to bum rush Yokozuna. He eliminated himself, pretty much. And then at the end, you guys know the deal with that. Randy Savage goes up for a fucking elbow drop, and he goes for a pin inside the Royal Rumble. And Yokozuna from the fucking mat, as he's laying back first on the mat, gorilla press slams him from the fucking canvas over the top rope. And all of a sudden, you see Caesar and Cleopatra come walking out over Randy Savage's fucking, decayed body on the outside. Fucking retard. Anyway, I think Sami Zayn's going to pull a Bob Backlund in 1993. He's going to be there at the end. He's going to last about 50 minutes or so, and he's going to get eliminated. Now, I would hope he wins it, but I doubt it. I'm going to be a realist. I don't think Sami Zayn's going to win the Royal Rumble. I think he's going to get eliminated by somebody, probably Braun Strowman. But I would love to see Sami Zayn win it, man. They have the makeup of a fucking Unbelievable epic Royal Rumble. And Triple H was even quoted. You're not going to see the ending of the Royal Rumble coming. He was quoted today. I believe it was I don't know if it was Sports Illustrated or ESPN. He was quoted in saying, you will not see the ending of this Royal Rumble coming. You're not going to believe what's going to happen at the end. And he's hyping it up. And it's unpredictable. And I think Sami Zayn is that unpredictability because nobody, if you're a casual, nobody is going to pick Sami Zayn. They're going to pick a Goldberg or a Lesnar or an Undertaker or a fucking Strowman. You know? They're not looking at Sami Zayn. Someone like me, with a fucking brain, who realizes Sami Zayn's worth and the story that could be created there, that's a great winner. That's an unpredictable winner. That's how you make a fucking megastar in front of 70,000 people. I don't know why they wouldn't do it. I know it's not going to happen, but I can sit here till I'm blue in the face and tell you why I think Sami Zayn's the perfect winner for the Royal Rumble. We're going to see what happens on Sunday. I think it's going to be one of the better Royal Rumbles I think we've seen in a very long time. The unpredictability is there, and I'm very excited for the match itself. Hopefully they just don't give us a cringeworthy ending to the Royal Rumble. 6-man tag here, cruiserweights. They might as well just fucking... They might as well get rid of the Cruiserweight Championship and give us a 6-man or a fucking, like a trios championship in Lucha Underground. I mean, why? What's with the 6-man tags? And then you got people on Twitter, there's a greater underlying story here. What's the underlying story? That WWE continues to fuck up the cruiserweights? What purpose does this make? They don't even go over 3 minutes. You got a 6-man tag, and it doesn't go past 3 minutes. You just wasted 6 guys in one fucking match. And then you wonder why the cruiserweights aren't getting over. You're wondering why the attendance for 205 Live is fucking dismal right now. Got nobody to blame but yourself? Look in the mirror. Who cares? I barely watch this match. I was on my phone tweeting. Anyway, moving on. New Day walks out. They cut a promo about winning the Royal Rumble match. They just held the tag team championships for 480 days, and they want nothing to do with the tag team championships anymore. Right? They're going to go win the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble match. Sure. Big Cass comes out. He announces his entry into the Royal Rumble. Another one who just comes out, yeah, I'm in the Royal Rumble. You know? Your grandmother was sitting down on Sunday during the fucking Falcons game, and she announced herself in the Royal Rumble. You know? Your sister was giving me a blowjob during the Patriots game last night. She announced herself in the Royal Rumble. Everybody's announcing themselves in the Royal Rumble. You know? Kevin Dunn's teeth are in the Royal Rumble. They're going to come out at number 30. You know? They got the best fucking shot of winning them all. Your teeth coming down the aisle. You know? They have the fucking toothpaste and fucking toothbrush mascot walking down the aisle with him. You know? That'll be a fucking whole family reunion. Anyway, this led Rusev coming out. Juicer Mahal. This guy, I swear to God, man, what's going on with this guy, Jinder Mahal? Seriously. You ever watch the movie Sausage Party? You know, if you guys watched the movie Sausage Party, remember that bottle of douche? You know? He gets fucking killed or he gets fucking broken. He gets thrown into the darkness. He's coming out of the dumpster, right? And he sees the juice box laying on top of the fucking staircase. And he goes down on the juice box. He's sucking all the juice out of him and he's fucking juicing up. I had to do it, bro. I'm coming after that sausage in that fucking bun, bro. That's Jinder Mahal. That's Jinder Mahal. And all through the movie, you see him fucking smashing tequila bottles and he's drinking vodka. I'm coming after you, bro. That's Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal is the bottle of douche and fucking Sausage Party. That's all he is. When's this guy gonna get a fucking medical test? I don't know. This guy is... I thought Cage from Lucha Underground was a walking wellness policy violation. This guy is treading thin ice. In fact, he's fucking broken through the ice. What are they waiting for? I don't know. Rusev comes out, questions why Big E put Big in his name. I'll tell you why I put JD in my name, Lana. I'm gonna come find out, honey. Rusev is entering the Royal Rumble match. There's another one. Just, hey, I'm in the Royal Rumble. You know? It's like they chew straws in the back. It's like who gets it's like who gets the last piece of fucking cheesecake in catering, you know? It's like they come out there, Big Cass and Rusev had the last two pieces of cheesecake. They're in the Royal Rumble. Yeah, but Sami Zayn had to qualify. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Rusev's in the Rumble. Titus O'Neil wants to be in the Royal Rumble. The fucking the bathroom guy who's cleaning the fucking the toilets in Cleveland, Ohio, in the arena, he's in the Royal Rumble. Xavier Woods says that Titus O'Neil walking out every week is disrespectful. Woods told him to catch him on the outside. O'Neil was confused by this and said that there would be an 8-man tag. Woods pointed out that there were only 4 of them. O'Neil introduced Braun Strowman as their partner. So Braun Strowman goes from staring down Lesnar last week to coming out and having a match with Jinder Mahal and Titus O'Neil this week. Did this show have the same creative writers as they did last week? I don't understand. Or did I watch something last week that really didn't happen? Strowman was there, or was I watching a fucking mirage? Why is he with Titus O'Neil, but last week he's with Brock Lesnar? Fucking unreal. Who the fuck writes this shit? Who won the match? Do you care? Of course you don't. So why the fuck am I going to tell you if you don't care? Rusev, Strowman, Titus O'Neil, and Jinder Mahal won. Rusev, not Rusev. Braun Strowman power slams Enzo into oblivion. U.S. Championship match, Roman Reigns versus Chris Jericho. What did we see different here? What did we see different here? Raw. Roman always wins. Oh, but JD, he lost the U.S. title, man. It doesn't matter. It's like Roman was fucking sitting down in a game of poker. Yeah, you know what? I'll give you your U.S. title and you put up your Universal title. That's all he did. He put up his fucking U.S. title in a game of poker, and the ending of this poker game will be at the Royal Rumble, and Roman Reigns is only going to fucking trade one title for another. You know? That's all it is. So he'll be the Universal Champion, and I'll sit here. Correct. Roman always wins. And it's exactly what he did here. He didn't win the U.S. title back, but he locked Owens in a fucking shark cage. Jericho got his ass kicked. So, Kevin Owens is your Universal Champion, yet looks embarrassed again. There you go. That's what you get for putting Roman Reigns to a fucking table last week. You got double the punishment the following week. What a shitty Universal Champion he turned out to be, huh? Who won the match? Who cares? Roman Reigns is going to win the title at the Royal Rumble anyway. And if he doesn't, most certainly at Fastlane. Nia Jax versus Miss Lynn. I don't know where they find these people from. She looked like complete trailer trash, Miss Lynn. All she did was hit a big splash. That was it. She gets on the microphone, cuts a promo about ending Sasha Banks' career. Said that she made Banks. She will make Banks be forgotten by the fans. Well, I forgot about this entire division of my fucking Sasha Banks. Jax thinks ESPN should do a documentary on Banks. This led to Banks walking down to the ring. Sasha hit Jax with a crutch over and over again. Banks hits a knee strike off the apron and then walks to the back. I want to pinpoint something here that I don't know why WWE thinks that I'm a fucking idiot, but I'm not. And clearly you guys aren't as well. Hopefully most of you figured this out as well. WWE commentary team plays up, oh, Sasha Banks injured her knee. She injured her leg in the Iron Man match. How is she going to beat the monster Nia Jax after that brutal Iron Man match? So you mean to tell me that Sasha Banks is walking around on crutches after her Iron Man match, but after Hell in a Cell, she comes out with not a fucking scratch on her? Can someone fucking tell me where the logic is there? She comes out with a crutch after an Iron Man match, but after going inside the most brutal structure in WWE history, you walk out like you're walking out of a fucking massage parlor. Fresh as a fucking daisy. Yeah, but Raw's the better show, though, right? To the fucking casual, Raw's the better show, though, right? You see, I don't know what you're watching. You can watch whatever the fuck you want. You're in some fucking fairyland. You're in some fucking fantasy world when you're watching Monday Night Raw. This is the shit that I'm thinking about when I'm watching the show. This is the stuff that I'm writing down here. Why is that on my television? How are you getting that across, and how do you think that makes sense? Because I can't figure it out. If someone out there in WWE can fucking tell me how that makes sense, I would love an answer. Because right now, you're the only ones who look like complete fucking goons. Rich Swann versus Noam Dar. This match lasted 3 minutes. Might as well call this the fucking 3-minute division. And he wins with a kick to the head. You got Neville coming out. This is actually going to be one of the better matches Royal Rumble weekend. And it's on, I believe it's on the main show. I believe they have 2 matches on the, it might be on the pre-show. I have no fucking idea. You know, someone please let me know if this is on the pre-show or not. I believe Sasha and Nia was announced for the pre-show. I know the Tag Team Championship is on the pre-show. The pre-show is 2 hours long. I would not be surprised if this is on the pre-show. I hope not, because this match could be the personification of what the division should be if they let these fucking guys go for about 15 fucking minutes. What are we going to see, a 3-minute match at the Royal Rumble? Come on, man. They brawl. Probably one of the better things at the Royal Rumble this coming Sunday is the match between Neville and Rich Swann. And I love the opening riff of Neville's intro music, man. I love that new that dark theme that he's got. Pretty fucking sweet for Neville. And Neville's probably the best thing of WWE all year so far. You know, this guy's fucking doing amazing work. Never I thought he would be a good heel, but here he is. He's fucking tearing shit up. Good for him. Goldberg comes out. Now, I asked why this guy was bleeding to start the show, or to start this segment, and most of you pinpointed that he headbutts the door. I didn't see him headbutt the door. Forgive me for having my head in my phone and not caring about Goldberg. There was one goon on Twitter arguing, how do you think Goldberg being back is forced? Why are you watching if you think Goldberg is being forced down our throats? It's not that hard to figure out, goon. You have a WWE game that's failing. He's on the DLC, and he's on the cover, or whatever. He was the main thing behind the game, Goldberg. He was the main thing behind a failing video game. Okay? So, they make a match, this fantasy match, based off a fucking video game, to sell the video game, and here we are. That's not forced. There's nothing genuine about this feud. 50-year-old Goldberg? What is genuine about this? He's back, and then he's going to go away. And the only reason why he's back is because he was on the game, and his relationship with WWE was rekindled because of the fucking video game. They paid him X amount of money to come back, and here we are. That's genuine? Of course not. Of course not. But Goldberg comes to the ring, guy's fucking bleeding, headbutts the door during his walk to the apron, gorilla position, and I thought he was drunk. I honestly thought he was drunk. He was slurring his speech. He couldn't get the fucking words out of his mouth. Started botching his promo within fucking 3 seconds. He blamed the crowd, because they were off sync, I guess, with the Goldberg chants. Goldberg said that WrestleMania runs through the Royal Rumble match. He said that there will be 29 other superstars, and that he would be spearing and jackhammering every one of them, and that nothing would stop him to become Universal Champion. Heyman comes out. He thinks that WWE should rename the Royal Rumble match because there are so many possibilities in the match. Heyman said that Goldberg could fight Randy Orton, Braun Strowman, a surprise, The Undertaker, or Brock Lesnar. Lesnar comes walking out. Heyman vowed Goldberg could fight Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar and Strowman and The Undertaker and all this other shit, and he's only going to be conquered by Lesnar in the end anyway. Goldberg asks Lesnar if he's going to come down to the ring as a man or stand at the stage and look like a dumbass. Lesnar walked to the ring. He got into the ring slowly. He started to creep up on Goldberg. They were about to have a face-to-face. At this point, I didn't care. At this point, I really didn't care. I thought they were legitimately going to just go face-to-face and end the show. And not one punch was going to be thrown. And that was it. But all of a sudden, you hear the gong of The Undertaker. Lights go out. within fucking 4 seconds, The Undertaker is standing right in between Lesnar and Goldberg, and the gong keeps going off, the lights go dim, and the show goes off the air. Now, that was fucking awesome, because we did not expect The Undertaker to be there. He made an unadvertised appearance, and that was fucking great, because nobody seen it coming. The crowd came unglued for the first time all night, and The Undertaker standing in between Goldberg and Brock Lesnar, that was pretty nice to see, man. And I don't want to see anything of Undertaker and Goldberg outside of the Royal Rumble. Everything should just be maintained inside the Rumble. This is what the Rumble's about. You got Lesnar, Goldberg, and The Undertaker in this match. These are the three big guys, the three big names you got building this Royal Rumble. So clearly that's what they were going to go with to close the show. And to see that visual really got everybody excited. It was something so simple like that got everybody excited and really did more than enough. It did more than enough for WWE to really nail home the Royal Rumble. And I'm glad that they kept it simple, because usually every fucking year they get so goddamn lazy with every guy in the Rumble coming out, and there's a huge fucking brawl in the ring, and everybody's like a huge battle royal in the ring to close the show. I'm glad they didn't do none of that cheesy shit. That is the absolute most uncreative, bullshit way to build towards a Royal Rumble. You don't need that. You don't need that last visual. That last visual speaks to me and tells me, you know what? They are so unprepared for the Royal Rumble that that's the only way that they can build this match. At least right now, they kept it simple, and we have that visual, that lasting visual on Monday Night Raw, and that's what we're taking into the Royal Rumble. Unpredictability. There's a lot of big names in that Rumble. Anybody can win it. Anybody could win it. Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton. You can have Undertaker, Braun Strowman. You can have Goldberg, Lesnar. I'm putting Sami Zayn in that conversation. You got a lot of big guys, and there's only 21 or 22 guys announced. So that's leaving 7 or 8 guys, unannounced. Nobody knows who else is going to be in the room. Will we see a Shelton Benjamin? Will we see a Finn Balor? Will we see a Samoa Joe? Will we see a Kenny Omega and a Kurt Angle? Kenny Omega's name has been in the news a lot about the Royal Rumble. In fact, he signed someone's autograph, I believe, the other day at some convention, at some show that he did, and he signed his initials with the number 30. Why he would do that, I don't know. Maybe he didn't expect this child or this fan to take to social media and tweet it out. Everybody picked up on it. Maybe we see Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was canceled from whatever other shows he had Royal Rumble weekend. People are now speculating that he will be a participant in the Royal Rumble. But will he be able to pass a WWE physical and a medical test before the 29th? I don't know. So there's a lot of questions, a lot of unpredictability right now. And the Royal Rumble is my favorite event of the year. So by default, I'm excited because I love it. But the fact that the Royal Rumble this year is so unpredictable makes me even more excited. I just hope that the WWE has solid fucking plans. I know that they don't, because all I read and all I hear is that plans are changing daily. If you have a solid idea, it should be concrete. You don't need to be switching matches and outcomes and situations every fucking day. Stick with something, give us the best that you got, and be confident that the guys that you put in those situations are going to deliver. I don't want to hear none of this bullshit, rewriting the fucking Royal Rumble match 30 minutes before the show hits the air. I don't want to hear none of this shit. I don't want to read none of this shit the day after the fucking show. That everything was written last minute. They rewrote the show. They did this. They didn't finalize it before until an hour before the fucking Royal Rumble match. I don't want to hear none of that shit. So hopefully they have a solid plan, and this Sunday we're all happy and all excited to be a part of what they got going on for WrestleMania. So that's all I can ask. Didn't shit all over the show. That Seth Rollins match and Sami Zayn match, that match between the two, that really saved the show for me. If that did not happen, this was a complete fucking disaster. That's how good that match was, and that's how good that storyline was, that mini storyline was between those two. tonight. So, that's the review. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. And I will be back tomorrow with SmackDown. Make sure you guys take advantage of that audibletrial.com/offthescript, one free audiobook. And please make sure you guys get in on the PayPal Rumble. That is ending on Thursday. Last day is Thursday. Okay, so make sure you guys get in on that $10 entry fee. You guys get a chance to win Off the Script merchandise. And also, I will be with Justin LaBar recording tomorrow for his audio podcast on Wednesday. He is returning to the audio podcast world for the first time in months. And we are going to be discussing and debating Sami Zayn and the Royal Rumble and everything about the Royal Rumble. As soon as I get any information on it, where you guys can listen to it, I will be posting it on my Twitter. So please make sure you follow. Justin LaBar and JD are going to be discussing the Royal Rumble on Wednesday on his new audio podcast, man. So make sure you guys look out for that. Follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. Make sure you check out the Samoa Joe vs. The Undertaker rumor video that I put up earlier this morning, Off the Script Extra. And subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not done so already. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for the A Show. SmackDown Live. What do they got before the Royal Rumble? Can't wait to find out. I'm JD. Hit that thumbs up. And say goodnight to the lava lamp. I'll see you guys on SmackDown Live for tomorrow's review. Talk to you later.